Hi guys! Oh my gosh, it's been so long. Today is going to be like a sit and chat while I get ready kind of video. It's been a little bit of time, but I'll tell you why. Hopefully you like this kind of video and stay tuned. I'm going to be trying some new products that I haven't used before. I'm not going to dive like too much into exactly what I'm using because I just want to fill you guys in on like what's been going on. I got this Tarte Quench primer in a Ipsy bag and I tried it once, but I really liked it the first time. So we're just going to keep going with it. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I have been so busy and there's been so much going on that I feel like I don't even have time to like relax and kind of do what I want to do. Like I really enjoy making these videos and I really like, since I've gotten into makeup, I just really enjoy doing makeup. So like it's nice to just sit and do my makeup and edit the videos. It's very fun to edit the videos to me. I feel like this all really started when I had a death in the family. My grandma passed away in April. And that's kind of where like I hit a wall because I haven't seen her for like a year because of COVID. She was really strict with people not coming over. So like during Christmas and her 90th birthday, some of my cousins, we like went to her door to see her. But you know, that's just like not the same. I finally found my correct shade, in my opinion, in Too Faced Born This Way foundation. The color that is, in my opinion, the closest match to me is Swan. But anyway, so yeah, unfortunately, she passed away at 90 years old. Like, she was a freaking rock star. Anybody that knew her, like, she was the sweetest person. So that was really hard because it was kind of unexpected. Like, she was in and out of the hospital for a couple of years now. However, there was nothing, like, that made us think that she would, like, pass so quickly, I guess. And it just went downhill. Like, I don't know. Her mind was there, but her body wasn't functioning how it should be. So that was another reason why it was so hard. Just because, you know, like she was still there. So that happened. We didn't have any service for her because it was like still kind of weird with COVID. We just had a celebration of life for her, which was really nice. So like that just happened. That my sister planned and my cousin. So that was beautiful. On top of that, work has been absolutely crazy for me. I'm the manager at Sherwin-Williams paint store. And I had lost a couple employees, especially my assistant manager. They work a little less than I do for their like required hours, but they're like a big asset to the store. And I still don't have a replacement. So she left in June, like the beginning of June, and I still haven't had a replacement yet. So I've been having to work a lot more. I work like 50 to 60 hours a week, but I do work weekends and I really don't get like days off, especially not consistently. I'll get like a day off here and there. Like right now I have one day off today, but it's just tough. So I haven't really had much free time. I'm going to use this Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. I have not used this yet. But I'm totally fine with glowing. I need a little glow. It does come with this sponge on the opposite side. I'm gonna try and use that. I'm not that much of a fan of. Let's just try this. I feel like this product kind of just like sucked right into the sponge on the back of the glow wand. But anyway, so yeah, work has been crazy. I've been working a lot. We have someone helping right now, but they're not like exclusively out of my store. On top of that, we have a product shortage. Huge product shortage, which adds like so much stress and like time consuming stuff every day. So that just adds more. I've never used this before. I like it, but I think I'm still gonna go over top of it. I have so many flyaways. Oh my goodness. We're just gonna go in with this. Yeah, work has just been crazy. Like, and today I am off. However, we have a meeting. So that's what I'm getting ready for. And also I'm seeing my friend afterwards. And since I miss doing this so much, I was like, you know, I'm just gonna do this. Oh, so I forgot to say, when my grandma passed away, I was literally obsessed with making this video for her. Like, I just did like a slideshow type of video, and I did have some clips in it, but I was just obsessed with doing it. So that was also really time consuming. Real quick, I'm just gonna set my eyes, like the top at least, because they're creasing already. I'm just using some Tarte bronzer. It's a cream bronzer. Oh, we are gonna have to blend that out. You do not need a lot of this, that is for sure. But yeah, on top of that stuff and work and all that, my fiance and I got a new kitten. And that girl is literally crazy. Like, she is so crazy. Her name is Rosie. And Rosie found Kyle. So she was the one who was outside of Kyle's work. Just make this a little bit softer. Her siblings and her were outside of my fiance's job. So for a couple days, like, him and his coworkers were just, okay, there's cats outside. Like, they have a lot of cats in their area, so they weren't really thinking too much of it. But they were really small kittens. Like, when I say really small kittens, you guys, really small kittens. Like 4 weeks old, 3 weeks old, and then a couple days went by and they did not see a mom around. There was no mom. The kittens were crying. So they were concerned. I'm just adding some lip oil because I feel like they need some hydration. The mom didn't seem to be around. The babies were crying, so they were worried that they were hungry. I just got this in BoxyCharm and I'm so excited to use this. This is like a flour bag and setting powder, and it's translucent, but I'm so excited to use this. Alright, you guys, I'm kind of bad at like doing these sit and get ready with me while I chat kind of things. I keep going off on tangents and getting distracted. Ooh. But yeah, they brought them inside and they started taking care of them, and they gave them like kitten formula, and there was 4 of them. They were just so cute. There was, at the time, they didn't know the sex. Obviously, they were really little. And they didn't have them inside quite yet. So they didn't know the sex of them. And it was funny because we have a female and a male already. And we were like, you know, I hope that one of them is male. And like we take a male because female cats are more territorial. So we didn't want a female like dealing with another female. So he didn't know the sex of any of them. And he was like, he bonded with this one kitten. And he was like, oh my goodness, like, we have to keep this kitten. And I was so shocked. Because my fiance has always been a dog person. He always told me that he didn't like cats. But he would say, I don't like cats. I only like our cats. So like, I was like, well, that cat is not your cat. But he totally like made it our cat. So one day after work, I drove to his job where the kittens were because I wanted to meet them. And I met all of the kittens. They were so small. They were so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm going to insert a photo because they're so cute. And so yeah, that's how little they were, which was like crazy. And the one that he was talking about, like I did take her out and like I held her. She was so sweet, you guys. She like curled up onto my lap and like fell asleep. Oh my gosh, like that's the way to my heart when it comes to animals. Like if you cuddle with me, I will be obsessed with you. So I met her on a Wednesday and we brought her home the next day. The room that I'm in, I know last time I had a background, but this is now the kitty room. Because the other cats were not in here and we needed a place to bring the kitten. I really like this setting powder, by the way. So yeah, we needed a place to bring her and it just worked out that we had this room that the other cats already weren't going into. So we brought her home and we just immediately like, I don't know, she was our cat. I don't even know how to explain it. You know what I'm saying? She just automatically was our cat. And we brought her home. We took her, we like left her in this room just because we didn't like, you know, cats have to get acclimated to each other. That takes time. Like they first have to get to know each other's scent. And my female cat, my other adult female cat, she is so territorial of stuff. I was like, oh my God, I'm worried about how she's gonna be and all that. And the minute, believe me, the minute we brought that kitten into the house, oh my goodness, my female cat knew what was up. Like she knew something was going on. So yeah, we brought the kitten into this room. She was so little. Oh my God, it was so cute. I'll put a picture in of the day that we brought her home because she was just so little. So another reason that we wanted to keep them separate is because kittens, like obviously they'll get worms too. It's so common. It's so common for cats to have worms, like especially kittens. So we didn't want that to like be spreading to our adult cats, which obviously makes sense. So we brought her home on Thursday and my fiance got an appointment for her to see a vet on that Saturday. And I'm trying to remember if I could go. I feel like I wasn't able to go. I'll have to like check with him, but yeah, for some reason I feel like I wasn't able to go to that. I don't know if I was working. Well, I would have been working if I wasn't going. But I feel like, I don't know. I'd have to check. Anyway, So she went to the vet. He said she was like 5 weeks old. Like, that is a baby kitten. They shouldn't even be without their mom at that age. Like, that's way too young. And so we knew that we were gonna have to keep feeding her formula, but she was at the age where you can kind of like transition. There's something called step 2 for like formula, and that's when you can transition them from like formula to wet food, because you do want to make that transition by the age of 8 weeks old. And from doing that, you guys, when we brought her home, we gave her like straight up wet food because we wanted to see if she would eat it. She scarfed that shit down. We were like, okay, I don't think we're gonna have a problem like weaning her into wet food. It was just funny. She was like attacking the plate. like I don't even know. I look silly, but she loved it. And so we didn't think we would have a problem with her, and we didn't, which was good. But anyway, sorry, I'm like jumping around. The vet said she was about 5 weeks old and she was doing really, really well. Her fur was like not really great. It's because she was outside for a while, and like I really don't think the kittens were not grooming each other. So I don't know, maybe the mom was around for a little bit, but they just didn't look taken care of. Like, her little fur was so just not great looking. And from that, we were like, oh, let's try and bathe her. So we spent all this money like getting stuff and supplies for her, and we even got like a little cage kind of thing to like a pen, not a cage, like a pen. So the top was all open, but it was able, like, we were able to just have her in this room without her getting like everywhere in the room. We like put it only in the middle just so she wasn't able to like get all over everything, because there's other stuff in here. She was so little, we just didn't want her to get hurt if we weren't in here with her. So we got the pen, we got like kitty shampoo, we got a litter that was good for kittens, because like you don't want a clumping litter because it can get stuck in their fur and it's so hard to get out. Like, they had a clumping litter at his work and they were all in her little toes. Oh my goodness, it was so hard to get out. But we tried bathing her. Oh my goodness, that was such a headache. I feel like I always grab the same palette. From that, we tried giving this girl a bath. Holy frick. That just like didn't go well. She was not happy to be given a bath. And we tried to hold her, not like hold her down, but like we tried to hold her and give her a bath because we wanted her fur to be like, you know, good. But it just wasn't working out. So we had to stop. We actually never like gave her a bath. It was just because over time she groomed herself and she cleaned herself, and oh my goodness, she's such a good kitty. And the first night, she literally hopped right into the freaking litter box. I was like, are you joking? Like, this is a joke, right? We barely even litter box trained her. Yeah, she's really good. She did so good with the litter box. And then she was so sad to be alone. Like, you could tell she did not want to be alone. And we were just like wanting to figure out the best way to get all the kitties together. And that was honestly hard because we knew that Chloe was going to have a conniption. Yeah, we pay to talk to someone about like cat behavior because we had issues with that with our other cat. And from that, she was like, you know, Gideon, our male cat, would be such a nice like mediator because he's so timid. Like, oh my goodness. He is so timid. So we were like, all right, why don't we try, this is now a couple weeks later, like this was not right away. But we were like, why don't we try introducing like just them two and like bringing him into here and seeing how that goes. And that worked like a charm. Like they clicked right away. They became like best friends. It was so cute. But yeah, like from that, they came into this room and like they would hang out in this room. And eventually we had to introduce her to like our other cat. And we did that like more recently. It was really hard to do that with her. So that was definitely more of a challenge. There was a lot of hissing involved. But now, I mean, you haven't really heard anything in the background here. But she's not even in this room. Like, she's out there with them. And now she's like 11 weeks old, I'd say. I'll show you like a before and after. It takes forever, in my opinion, to acclimate the two with like new kittens. She's crying out the side of the door right now. She's crying at the door. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're gonna go get her now. That's the sign. Miss Rosie's not so little anymore. This is Rosie. She's like, what is all this stuff up here? But she's a sweetie. I just put her on the floor because I think she's tired. But she's just a sweetie and we love her. And she's been, oh, she came back negative for worms. She's got her shots. We're moving our way down to like, we're obviously going to get her fixed. We just have to wait until she's a little bit older. So now you're going to hear her because she's like down there playing. So obviously you guys know that I'm also engaged and this wedding planning is like no joke and it's so hard with how much like I've been working. And my fiance works more than I do. And it's just been really freaking hard. Like, so we still have a lot to do. There's still a lot to pay for. And we're just doing our best and taking it, you know, a day at a time. But it's just like, oh my goodness. There's so much that goes into it. It is going to be beautiful. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm so excited. But there's just so much to do. I mean, all you married people out there, you know. I'm gonna quick just finish off my eyes off camera, just so this video is not 10 years long. Yeah, I mean, wedding planning has just been really stressful. There's so much to do. It's just like, I just feel like it's never gonna end. But at the same time, I feel like from the time we got engaged, which was now a year ago, to now, I like blinked and now we're here. And I just feel like there's so much that I have to do. There's a lot going on with that, especially now. Like, I need to buckle down. We have all of the major stuff booked, but it's going to be gorgeous. So I guess the last update topic that I have is, I know originally on this channel I did things with piercings. And with that, I, you know, obviously like strayed away from that a little bit because I'm just more into this now. And with my job, I can't really go all out and like get all these new piercings and tattoos and stuff. However, I got my ears reconstructed, which there's a whole video on that. But when that happened, the piercing of the new piercing on my lobe was included. Like that was in what I paid for. And now I'm not getting it done by the doctor who closed up my ears. That whole entire like office was such a headache to deal with. Like they were just rude and it was just such a headache. So I went through this whole thing. Like when I got this side fixed, because he did have to like fix some of it, I was just like, you know, like I'll come back and like he told me 2 months. The doctor is the one that said, yeah, you can come back in 2 months and we'll pierce both of your lobes. Because this one has been ready. It's been like 10 months since that one. And then this one got fixed. She is attacking the crap out of my feet and it hurts. That hurts. She's like, I don't care, Mom. I don't care. But I'll give you kisses and apologize. I had emailed the office to schedule that, like, for the piercings. And the lady comes back to me and she's like, yeah, it has not been enough time. You're gonna have to at least wait until August. And I was like, are you joking? Because at his timeline, I could have had them done already. Like, he never said it wasn't enough time. And I was like, you gotta be joking. Like, I got this procedure started last September, and I wanted it to all be complete and finished and healed and pierced, like, by the time of our wedding in December. And they just kept pushing things back farther and farther and farther. And I'm like, geez Louise, I am not going to have it done in time. Like, it's just gonna keep getting pushed back. It was just such a headache. I wrote back I mean, in my opinion, I still thought that it was like a nice email. But, you know, saying what I thought and how much of an inconvenience this whole thing was. And said, yeah, I'm not gonna get it pierced by you guys because it's just way too much of an inconvenience. Like, it's just crazy. So her reply was like ridiculous, but basically like, oh, okay, I'll let the doctor know you're not going to get it done with us anymore. And I just want to be like, okay, so freaking refund some of the money that I spent. So now I'm just waiting and I'm like putting like vitamin E oil on them and like cleaning them and just making sure that they're like healing fine. And I'm just going to get them done by my regular piercer who I've been going to since I was like 16 years old. And that's what I'm gonna do with my ears. Cause I'm like, you guys suck. Like, it was so hard to make any appointment with any of them. And I'm just like, why? Now that my makeup is done, I'm probably just going to throw some lip gloss on. Like, I'm not going to do anything fancy with these lips, but I still do have to do this hair. But yeah, long story short, I've been really busy with work. We had our death in the family, which was freaking terrible. We got this baby who is so little. Right, Miss Rosie? She's so cute, you guys. Oh my goodness. But we got this baby. I've been just like, I don't know, not having time to do anything. And then this with my ears is like, I guess the other thing that I was keeping people updated on. And I'm just so mad with the whole thing. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, who knows how long this video is gonna be. Thank you guys for watching this video. I know I haven't put one out in a while, and I honestly don't know when I'm going to be able to again. I really do enjoy this, and I appreciate your continued support throughout the whole thing. I just wish that I could do this more and like sit and chill and just like do my makeup, because it's so much fun and I just really enjoy it. So thank you guys for watching. Like this video. I'm sure it was all over the place. This was the first time I did anything like this. But if you did like it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you guys hopefully soon in my next video, and I love all of you. Thank you. Bye.